But I just felt, I felt that there was a lacking of when it comes to being, in Tagalog we would call it palaban, in the sense that, you know, they would try to fight. I mean, for example, right now, it's already the 4th episode, and you would see, you would see that technically 3 out of the 4 contestants quit. For me, Hendy quit, Ninko quit, Dee obviously was the one who was the most clearly quitting the show, but I just have a sense of a bit disappointment in a sense that the people who are watching the show think that this is exactly how Asians are reflected, that they're not so weak when it comes to the corporate world, that in the at times of adversity, their adversity quotient is very low. And for me, that's a very hasty generalizations of how Asians are, especially Filipinos. I think the Filipino way of doing it is fighting it till the end, even if you lose your shame, as long as you don't quit the job. It's trying to help, you know, raise the social maturity of audience when it comes to watching business shows. I think it's the first time ever that we've seen a franchise of Asians together pitting it out through their smart capabilities. And I noticed that a lot of the audience haven't seen it. I mean, the Apprentice franchise, until Apprentice Asia was there.
They have to be in Asia.
It's a big market.
Action is happening in Asia right now. Things are turning around in Asia right now. I think in terms of business, the U.S. is still recovering from a huge, you know, struggle a few years back, and I think the economic struggles of Europe also are affecting the whole world. So Asia is really the center of attention right now in terms of business and in terms of the future of the economy of the world in general. And I think it's interesting to see how the future people who will be leading Asia are doing, and through a show like this you kind of see. And I think the most important thing to note is that not at any time do any of the people representing their individual countries stereotype or generalize that country at all. I mean, a lot of times I get messages, oh, go Selena, proud to be Pinoy, but I also think, you know, I'm not the typical Pinay either. I see Jonathan and I say, wow, I'm so proud, galing talaga ng Pinoy, whatever. But then I'm also, he's not also the usual Filipino. I mean, yeah, you know, so it's funny how, yes, we're a few of the people who can make it, but I don't want it to be seen also as, oh, this is the only way Filipinos are. I also see Tony now as the ideal Asian businessman. You know, there was a time where they called America the land of dreams, and you know, and I think Asia now is the land where you can dream big. You can go to Europe and you'll have barely enough, you know, to make it on your own. I mean, in America right now, it's really hard to make it on your own as well. In Asia, you're still allowed to dream, and not just dream, but dream big, and that's what Tony did.